Do you think celebrities are perfect? Well, no. Not all celebrities are perfect. In fact, none of them are perfect. Have you seen anybody without a belly button? Or have you seen anybody as a pianist without a finger? Well, there are many celebrities in the world who have weird deformities that shock many people. So here is the list of 20 people who have such deformities that will leave you speechless. Andrea Bocelli. It is said, when God takes one thing from you, it gives you another gift that balances it. This is what happened to Andrea Bocelli. He did not have eyes, but his voice mesmerizes the audience even today. Born in Latico, Tuscany, Italy, Andrea Bocelli faced immense challenges from an early age. Diagnosed with congenital glaucoma, Andrea's vision was severely impaired from birth. At the age of 12, a tragic accident during a soccer game resulted in a brain hemorrhage, exacerbating his condition and leading to complete blindness. Despite these hardships, Andrea found solace and strength in music. Without sight, he honed his other senses, particularly his hearing, allowing him to develop a profound connection with his vocal abilities. Andrea's dedication and passion for opera and classical music propelled him to international fame. His rich, emotive voice transcended his physical limitations, captivating audiences worldwide. He has performed on the world's most prestigious stages, including the Metropolitan Opera House and Madison Square Garden, and recorded numerous acclaimed albums, earning multiple Grammy Awards. Andrea Bocelli's journey is a testament to resilience and the transformative power of embracing one's gifts. His ability to inspire millions, despite his blindness, underscores the profound truth that inner strength and talent can overcome any obstacle. Andrea continues to use his platform to advocate music education and support those with disabilities, leaving an indelible mark on the world of music and beyond. Damon Wayans' Clubfoot. The number on the list is Damon Wayans. His name is synonymous with humor. He shines in shows like My Wife and Kids and Waynehead, captivating audiences with his charm and excellent performances. But behind every laugh, Damon battles relentless pain from his unique physical trait, congenital clubfoot. Born with clubfoot, a condition that twists the foot out of its normal position, Damon faced many challenges growing up. Despite the difficulties, he never let his condition stop him from becoming a successful artist. His mother, perhaps feeling guilty about his clubfoot, gave him extra attention, which sometimes caused jealousy among his brothers. Although medical treatments helped, every step still brings a sharp twinge of pain. With his family's love and support, Damon learned to embrace his condition and work tirelessly to adapt. His brother Keenan once joked that God took away his ability to walk normally, but gave him the sharpest sense of humor in the family. Damon often jokes about his feet, calling himself a walking joke. His resilience and optimism inspire many, especially those facing similar challenges. Instead of letting his condition define him, Damon chose to overcome it, showing that confidence and a positive attitude can change everything. Today, he enjoys a happy family life and remains active in the entertainment industry, starring alongside his son in the CBS sitcom, Dad, Stop Embarrassing Me. Damon's story is a powerful reminder that with self-love and belief, anyone can overcome adversity. Daryl Hannah. Did you know Daryl Hannah missed the index finger on her left hand and also missed 2 joints? The incident that permanently altered Daryl Hannah's left hand occurred during her childhood in Chicago. While playing on her grandmother's stairlift, young Hannah had a traumatic accident that would impact her life forever. The mechanical device caught her left index finger, resulting in the loss of the top 2 phalanges, joints of that digit. This childhood trauma left Hannah with approximately half of her left index finger missing. The severity of the injury could have been even more devastating. There was a real risk of losing the entire finger or sustaining damage to other fingers. The accident occurred at a time when safety features on stairlifts were not as sophisticated as they are today, highlighting how household accidents could lead to life-altering consequences. Throughout her acting career, particularly in high-profile films like Blade Runner and Splash, various techniques were employed to conceal this physical difference. Film producers and costume designers often utilize prosthetic fingers or specific camera angles to mask the shortened digit. In scenes requiring close-up shots of her hands, such as the romantic moments in Splash or the action sequences in Kill Bill, Careful attention was paid to either disguise or work around this distinct physical characteristic. In interviews, she has spoken about the psychological impact of the childhood accident and how it initially made her self-conscious, especially during her early acting career. But as she matured in the industry, she became more comfortable with her physical differences, often appearing in public without attempting to conceal it. Elizabeth Taylor. Did you know Elizabeth Taylor had double eyelashes? I think you did not. When Elizabeth Taylor was born, she had a rare condition called dystichiasis, which made her grow 2 rows of eyelashes from her eyelids. This unique feature gave her eyes a captivating and shimmering look that made her stand out as a timeless beauty icon in Hollywood. Her long, thick lashes created a perfect frame around her blue eyes, making them appear even more mysterious and alluring. However, having double eyelashes was not always easy for Elizabeth. Sometimes the extra lashes would grow inward, causing damage to her corneas and leading to eye problems. Besides her eyelashes, Elizabeth also dealt with a rare condition called lymphedema dias syndrome, which affected her lymphatic system. Despite these challenges, Elizabeth always showed great confidence and embraced her unique features. She never let her conditions define her. Instead, she used her beauty and talent to inspire many. Elizabeth Taylor passed away in 2011, but she remains a beloved figure, not only for her amazing acting skills, but also for the extraordinary traits that made her unforgettable. David Bowie. David Bowie's most memorable physical feature came from a teenage fight that changed his left eye forever. In 1962, when he was 15, his friend George Underwood punched him during an argument over a girl. The punch damaged Bowie's left eye, leaving him with a condition called anisocoria. His left pupil stayed permanently wide open, while his right pupil worked normally. Though both eyes were actually blue, the damaged left eye appeared darker, often looking brown or black, while his right eye stayed bright blue. This injury affected his vision, making it harder for him to judge distances and causing sensitivity to light. But instead of hiding this difference, Bowie made it part of his image. The unusual appearance of his eyes fit perfectly with the otherworldly characters he created, especially his famous Ziggy Stardust persona. He and his makeup artists often highlighted rather than concealed the difference between his eyes, making it part of his striking stage presence. While the injury could have made performing more challenging due to vision problems, Bowie rarely discussed these difficulties. Remarkably, Bowie stayed friends with George Underwood, who later created artwork for some of his albums. Bowie even said he was thankful for the injury because it added to his unique look. Having this visible difference during his teenage years might have helped shape his later comfort with standing out and breaking social rules. Dolly Parton. Now, I don't know if you would call it a deformity or something to cherish, but Dolly has 2 balloons that are so big they put some people in huge awe. Dolly does not need an introduction. We all know her for her naturally gifted voice, exceptional songwriting skills, and captivating performances. But beyond her musical talent, Dolly's outsized bust has become an iconic part of her image. Measuring around 40 double D, equivalent to 102 centimeters, her figure stands out in the beauty standards many hold. Dolly even joked that her bust was bigger than her own career. More than just a personal trait, Dolly's large bust often drew media and public attention, sometimes leading to negative looks or unpleasant rumors. Instead of hiding or feeling self-conscious, Dolly embraced it as an essential part of her personal brand. In interviews, she openly shared her love for her body and her lack of fear towards cosmetic procedures. Dolly underwent breast augmentation to maintain her signature look and responds to criticism about her appearance with humor and optimism, famously saying, "It costs a lot of money to look this good." Dolly Parton's bust symbolizes confidence. It is also a testament to her authenticity and ability to overcome prejudices in the competitive music industry, where women are often judged by their appearance. She has proven that true talent is paramount. While some media mocked her ostentation, most recognize that her confidence and ability to confront prejudice have created a unique appeal for her fans. Dolly's outsized bust is more than a physical trait. It represents daring to be different, self-love, and the desire to conquer all limits. Freddie Mercury. Have you ever wondered what truly set Freddie Mercury apart as a legendary singer and timeless musical icon? Was it solely his exceptional talent or his electrifying performance style? There was something unique, something extraordinary behind his stage presence, his distinctive teeth. Freddie Mercury, the heart and soul of the band Queen, was known for his powerful voice, impressive vocal range, and captivating stage charisma. However, not many realize that his unusually large front teeth played a significant role in his unique image. Born with 4 extra teeth, Freddie's incisors protruded noticeably, giving him a striking and memorable look. Instead of viewing this as a flaw, Freddie embraced his unique feature, making it an integral part of his persona and artistic identity. In the glamorous and often judgmental world of showbiz, Freddie's prominent teeth could have led to unwanted attention and even discrimination. Yet his immense talent and vibrant energy on stage overshadowed any superficial judgments. Audiences were drawn to his music and dynamic performances, and his unique teeth became a beloved trademark that enhanced his charm rather than detracted from it. Freddie Mercury's confidence in accepting and celebrating his differences serves as an inspiration to many. He demonstrated that embracing one's unique traits can lead to greater authenticity and success. Even today, Freddie's music and spirit continue to inspire millions worldwide, reminding us all to love and appreciate our individual differences. His legacy teaches us that our unique features are what make us truly valuable and memorable. Gemma Arterton. Did you know Gemma Arterton was born with 6 fingers? Gemma Arterton, a rising star in Hollywood, is celebrated for her impressive roles in blockbuster films like Quantum of Solace, Clash of the Titans, and Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. But what makes her truly unique is a rare condition she was born with called polydactyly. This meant Gemma had 6 fingers on both of her hands. While these extra digits were harmless, they were removed by doctors shortly after her birth. The scars from the surgery remain as a permanent mark of her distinctive trait. Instead of seeing this as a flaw, Gemma proudly embraces her uniqueness. She often shares her story with the public, highlighting how her extra fingers were a part of her identity that she cherishes. With her confident and humorous personality, she even joked that having more fingers might mean she was evolving faster than others. Gemma's openness has inspired many mothers with children born with unique traits, encouraging them to love and celebrate their children's distinctive marks. Beyond her acting talent, Gemma is also a strong advocate for gender equality, using her platform to support women's rights. Her journey shows that embracing one's differences can lead to both personal strength and professional success. Gemma Arterton continues to shine on screen, proving that true beauty lies in confidence and self-acceptance. Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler had ear problems when he was a child. He had a condition called tinnitus, which made him hear ringing sounds in his ears. He needed surgery to fix his right ear. This surgery changed how his ears look. Now one ear sticks out more than the other. No one really noticed this difference until 2003, when Butler had to shave his head for a movie called Tomb Raider. Without hair covering his ears, everyone could see that his left ear stuck out more than his right ear. The movie team even had to use special glue to make his ears look more even for some scenes. The ear surgery from his childhood did more than just change how his ears look. It also affected the nerves in his face, making one side look a bit different. Butler says this made him look like he had a stroke when he was young. He has noticed other people with similar ear problems also have uneven faces or crooked smiles, but these differences haven't stopped Butler from being a successful actor. He has played many famous roles like the Warrior King in the movie 300. Now at age 55, he still makes action movies and enjoys active hobbies like surfing. He talks openly about his uneven ears and can laugh at them. This shows how someone can be confident and successful even with physical differences. Denzel Washington. Denzel's pinky has been bent at an unbelievable 45-degree angle, a characteristic that first caught public attention in 2004 when a photo revealed its incredible curve. Many wondered, could his finger be broken? In reality, repeated injuries during his high school football games caused continuous dislocations, leaving a permanent mark on his body. This crooked pinky often posed challenges, especially when acting. His pinky would unintentionally fall out when he opened his hand, forcing him to constantly adjust his hand posture to maintain a natural appearance on screen. Despite this, Denzel's confidence remained unshaken. His co-star in The Manchurian Candidate, Kimberly Elise, recounted how he humorously handled the situation by telling a child, "Touch my pinky," and letting it fall, terrifying the kid, but showcasing his resilient spirit. Denzel embraced his unique trait, joking about it with friends and family, referring to it as a flexible bear. This ability to laugh at himself only deepened the admiration audiences have for him. Hosea Chanchez. Hosea Chanchez, best known for his role as Malik Wright in The Game, experienced severe burns in his childhood that left permanent facial scarring. These scars are most noticeable on his cheeks and along his jawline. The burns occurred when he was very young, though the exact details of the incident are not widely publicized. In Hollywood, where appearance often plays a crucial role in casting decisions, Chanchez has managed to build a successful acting career despite his visible scarring. Rather than letting his scars limit his opportunities, he has established himself as a talented actor known for his compelling performances. The entertainment industry's makeup artists have sometimes used techniques to minimize the appearance of his scars for certain roles, while other times his scars have been left visible as part of his character's appearance. Throughout his career, Chanchez has maintained a positive attitude about his facial differences. He has chosen to focus on his acting abilities rather than letting his scars define him. This approach has served him well, as he has continued to secure significant roles in television and film. His success demonstrates how talent and determination can overcome potential barriers that visible differences might present in an industry often focused on physical appearance. Ian Dury. Ian Dury contracted polio at age 7, during a time when the virus was still a grave threat to children worldwide. Polio attacks the nervous system, and in Dury's case, it severely affected his left arm, shoulder, and leg. The disease left him with permanent disabilities that required him to use a walking stick throughout his life. His left side remained withered and weakened, while his spine developed a pronounced curve from compensating for his weakened muscles. The era when Dury developed polio, the late 1940s, was particularly challenging for disabled individuals. Medical understanding was limited, and rehabilitation options were often harsh and primitive. Dury spent extended periods in hospitals and specialized institutions, including 18 months at Chailey Heritage Craft School in Sussex. These institutions, while aiming to help, often employed strict, sometimes cruel methods that left lasting psychological impacts on their young patients. However, the physical and social challenges of disability profoundly shaped Dury's artistic sensibilities. He developed a sharp, observant wit as a defense mechanism against bullying and prejudice. His experience as an outsider in society gave him a unique perspective that later manifested in his songwriting. His lyrics often addressed disability directly, most famously in Spasticus Autisticus, 1981, which he wrote as a protest against patronizing attitudes toward disabled people during the International Year of Disabled Persons. The physical limitations of his body influenced his distinctive performance style. Unable to move with the typical rock star athleticism, Dury developed his own stage presence. He would lean on his microphone stand for support, transforming what could have been seen as a weakness into a commanding pose that became his trademark. In the late 1970s, when he rose to prominence with Ian Dury and the Blockheads, his success challenged prevailing attitudes about disability in the entertainment industry. He refused to downplay or hide his disability, instead incorporating it into his artistic identity. This openness was revolutionary for its time, helping pave the way for greater acceptance of disabled performers in popular music. Jamie Brewer. Jamie Brewer is an accomplished actress known for her roles in American Horror Story. She was born with Down syndrome, which is basically a genetic condition caused by the presence of an extra copy of chromosome 21. This condition typically causes distinct facial features and can affect physical and cognitive development to varying degrees. However, Brewer has demonstrated throughout her career how Down syndrome does not define or limit a person's potential. In the entertainment industry, where opportunities for performers with disabilities have historically been limited, Brewer has achieved several remarkable firsts. She became one of the first actresses with Down syndrome to have a recurring role in a mainstream television series through her various characters in American Horror Story. Her performances have been praised not just within the context of disability representation, but as compelling dramatic work in their own right. Beyond acting, Brewer made history in 2015 when she became the first model with Down syndrome to walk the runway at New York Fashion Week. This breakthrough moment in the fashion industry helped challenge traditional beauty standards and open doors for more inclusive representation in modeling. Brewer has also emerged as a powerful advocate for people with disabilities. She actively works with organizations that promote the rights and opportunities of individuals with Down syndrome and other intellectual disabilities. She serves on the board of directors for several disability advocacy organizations and frequently speaks about the importance of meaningful representation in the media. Throughout her career, Brewer has demonstrated exceptional communication skills and professionalism, helping to dispel common misconceptions about the capabilities of individuals with Down syndrome. Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner has a distinctive foot condition where her pinky toe crosses over its neighboring fourth toe. This condition, which appears in photos when she wears open-toed shoes, could stem from one of two possible causes. The first possibility is acquired crossover toe, which develops over time from wearing tight, high-heeled shoes. This is particularly common among actresses and performers who frequently wear formal footwear for red carpet events and performances. The constant pressure from narrow shoes and high heels can gradually force the smallest toe to overlap its neighbor. The second possible cause is brachymetatarsia, a congenital condition where one of the metatarsal bones, the long bones in the foot, is shorter than the others. The shortened bone affects toe alignment, causing one toe to position itself above another. This condition occurs more frequently in women than men, affecting approximately 1 in 1,000 people. For someone like Garner, who has maintained an active career in action roles, this condition presents unique challenges. Action scenes require agility and quick movements, which can be complicated by foot discomfort. However, Garner has managed these demands throughout her career without letting the condition visibly impact her performance. The overlapping toe condition can cause various symptoms, including discomfort when wearing certain types of shoes, potential balance issues, and increased pressure points while walking. Professional performers like Garner often work with specialized costume departments to modify their footwear to accommodate such conditions, ensuring comfort during long filming days or public appearances. Joaquin Phoenix. A microform cleft is a mild form of cleft lip that develops before birth. Unlike a full cleft lip, which creates a significant split in the upper lip extending to the nose, a microform cleft appears as a subtle groove or scar-like mark. In Joaquin Phoenix's case, this appears as a distinctive line running from his nose to his upper lip. During early pregnancy, around weeks 4 to 7, the different parts of a baby's face grow separately and then join together. Sometimes this joining process doesn't complete perfectly, resulting in various types of clefts. A microform cleft occurs when the fusion is almost but not quite perfect, leaving a visible mark. What makes Phoenix's case particularly interesting is that his mother recalls experiencing a sharp pain during pregnancy that she believes was connected to the formation of his microform cleft. While medical science hasn't established a direct link between maternal sensations and facial development, this detail adds a personal dimension to understanding his condition. Unlike many people with cleft conditions, Phoenix never needed corrective surgery. His microform cleft is purely cosmetic and doesn't affect his speech, eating, or breathing. This distinguishes it from more severe forms of cleft lip and palate that often require multiple surgeries to correct functional issues. Throughout his acting career, from early roles alongside his brother River to his Oscar-winning performance in Joker, this facial feature has become part of his distinctive appearance. Rather than trying to hide or minimize it, Phoenix has embraced this natural marking, allowing it to be visible in his various roles and public appearances. His success demonstrates how such physical differences can become unique identifying features rather than limitations, particularly in an industry often focused on conventional appearances. Lauren Potter. Lauren Potter was born with Down syndrome in 1990. This meant she had to face certain developmental challenges, but it also shaped her into a groundbreaking performer and advocate. Potter's acting career began when she was discovered through a disability arts program. Her breakthrough role came in 2009 when she was cast as Becky Jackson in the television series Glee. This was particularly significant because at the time, actors with disabilities rarely received substantial, recurring roles on major television shows. In Glee, Potter's character was fully developed, with her own storylines, relationships, and character growth moving beyond the often limited or stereotypical portrayals of people with disabilities in media. What makes Potter's performance particularly noteworthy is how she brought depth and authenticity to her character. Becky Jackson wasn't defined solely by having Down syndrome. She was portrayed as a complex person with dreams, ambitions, and challenges like any other teenager. Potter's ability to convey this complexity helped change public perceptions about the capabilities of actors with Down syndrome. Beyond acting, Potter has become an influential advocate for people with disabilities. She served on President Obama's Committee for People with Intellectual Disabilities and frequently speaks at events about disability rights and inclusion. She uses her platform to challenge misconceptions about Down syndrome and advocates for better opportunities in education and employment for people with disabilities. In everyday life, Potter demonstrates how people with Down syndrome can lead full, independent lives. She maintains an active social media presence, engages with fans, and continues to pursue acting opportunities. Her success has helped open doors for other performers with Down syndrome and shown that with proper support and opportunity, people with Down syndrome can achieve significant professional accomplishments. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is strikingly good-looking, but he easily passes off as one of the toughest guys on screen. In his earlier days, Tom Hardy was an unruly young man who never shied away from a fight, a character he reawakens in his most imposing roles. In Warrior Taboo and The Dark Knight Rises, where he plays Bane, he's the guy everyone is scared to meet. Still, one thing Tom Hardy never fakes on screen is the bent pinky that he earned from a kitchen knife accident. During the mishap many years ago, Hardy stabbed his little finger, severing a tendon. You'll notice that the finger's a bit bent if you look at his pictures, but the actor doesn't lose sleep over it. In fact, the trained mixed martial arts fighter doesn't seem to mind it. Tom Hardy's deformity is proof that nothing can impede us from achieving our goals if we are determined. He can participate in any sport and act in any role. Tom Hardy is a true chameleon. Jonah Hill's burn arm. The world of comedy would be nothing without Jonah Hill, the funny man behind Superbad, 21 Jump Street, and War Dogs. But while Jonah Hill will take on any topic, he avoids focusing on the scar on his right arm. We all made mistakes when we are young and wild, and for Jonah Hill, being a teenager meant joyriding around LA. The unruly episode turned awry when the SUV crashed, dragging his outstretched arms on the asphalt. It was a horrific scene, and for doctors, the question was whether to save the hand or amputate it. Luckily for Hill, the doctors managed to save the limb, and he considers it a constant reminder that he must succeed. It took a dangerous ride for Hill to get his priorities right, and perhaps this is why he's such a big deal today. As the saying goes, our scars define us, and for Hill, they helped him transform his life. Harry Styles' extra pair of nipples. Harry Styles rose to fame as a member of the sensational boy band One Direction. After the group disbanded, Styles became a successful solo artist, churning out hit songs after another, proving that he's the most talented of the group. But while Styles' talent as an artist moves his fans, the hunk is also famous for a unique deformity: 4 nipples. Most of us would be uncomfortable opening up about our bodies, and while Styles was shy at first, he was not awkward about it. In an interview with Chelsea Handler, the artist put rumors about his body to rest after sharing that he had 2 extra nipples. The nipples, which Styles wasn't afraid to show off on camera, are located slightly lower than the usual nipples. So, is Harry Styles worried about his extra nipples? In an interview with DJ Nick Grimshaw, the artist shared that his 4 nipples were easily his best trait. The artist, who has dated Taylor Swift, Kendall Jenner, and Caroline Flack, brags that his 4 nipples are the best thing about dating him. Ashton Kutcher's webbed feet. Ashton Kutcher has syndactyly, commonly known as webbed feet, a condition where 2 or more toes remain connected by skin and soft tissue instead of separating during fetal development. In Kutcher's case, this affects the second and third toes on both of his feet. He first revealed this physical difference during a 2008 appearance on Friday Night with Jonathan Ross, showing his webbed toes to the audience. To understand how this happens, we need to look at fetal development. During the early stages of growth in the womb, our fingers and toes start out connected by a web-like membrane. Normally, this tissue breaks down between weeks 6 and 8 of pregnancy, allowing the digits to separate. However, in cases of syndactyly, this natural separation process doesn't complete fully, leaving some digits connected. This condition occurs in approximately 1 in every 2,000 to 3,000 births, making it one of the more common congenital limb differences. While webbed toes can sometimes be associated with genetic syndromes, they often occur as an isolated trait, as in Kutcher's case. The condition typically doesn't cause any functional problems when it affects only the toes, which is why many people with webbed toes, including Kutcher, choose not to have corrective surgery.